Bulldog Soccer on the SEC Network. Tonight we are live in Starkville, Mississippi as we get set for an SEC Southland Conference showdown. The Bears of Central Arkansas playing the Bulldogs of Mississippi State. Good evening and welcome into our broadcast alongside former college soccer star Christy Rife. I'm Anthony Craven. Great to be with you on this Thursday evening as we get set for what should be, Christy, on paper at least, a nice matchup. Bulldogs and Bears both playing quality soccer recently.
Absolutely. Central Arkansas seemed to have gotten off to a bit of a slow start with the tie and a loss, but these last two games they recorded 2 shutouts and won both games by 2 goals each.
And meanwhile, the Bulldogs off to a fantastic 4-0 start, Christy, for the second consecutive season. They're playing really well as well. A couple of players to keep an eye on tonight. We think 2 players we should highlight here in the open, beginning with Central Arkansas, their junior star, Connie Owuku-Darko.
Absolutely. She has 3 of the team's 5 goals they've scored this year, and she is leading her team in points. She seems to be dangerous, one in front of the net, and definitely one to watch.
And meanwhile, on the other side, Mississippi State has a youngster, the reigning SEC Freshman of the Week, Zakira McGillivray.
She has been dangerous in each of the 4 games, but these last 2 games, she's found the back of the net. She definitely has some great 1v1 ability, and she will be exciting to watch tonight.
These 2 players, McGillivray for Mississippi State and Owuku-Darko for Central Arkansas, have been the catalyst offensively for their ball clubs in the last 2 matches for each team. First touch coming up next between the Bulldogs and the Bears, live in Starkville.
From our store to your car door. Choose Drive Up at Target.
Simple and true.
And world-renowned artist Red Hung Lee use the Chase mobile app to pay practically anyone at any bank? Yes, but this isn't just for anyone. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Live at the MSU soccer field in Starkville, Mississippi, on campus of Mississippi State University. The Thursday before the Labor Day weekend, lots of action throughout the SEC Soccer Nation, including right here in Starkville, as Mississippi State 4-0 on the young season entertains the Central Arkansas Bears, who come in 2-1-1. Alongside Christy Rife, I'm Anthony Craven. Hot and humid Thursday evening here in Starkville as the Bulldogs are on the attack first in the opening minutes, as we get a feel for what these 2 teams want to do offensively and defensively early in the match. Both teams have played stellar defense in the last couple of matches. And we'll see if that ends up being the controlling factor here early in this one.
Yes, Central Arkansas definitely coming off of 2 shutouts. And Mississippi State's defense has been strong in the first 4 games as well.
The Bulldogs have 3 shutouts of their own en route to a 4-0 start here in 2018. And there we see the first flip in of the evening from Mississippi State.
That is
Did you ever try one of those when you were playing?
Oh, no, I did not. I definitely played with a girl that was able to do that, and it's always very dangerous in the attacking third. As you can see here, she gets it into the box, and Mississippi State can definitely be very dangerous off of those.
The Bulldogs have on the pitch Zerbel, Ward, McKee, Waldner, Carrasco, Robichaux, Malbranch, Malden, Hernandez, and McGillivray, with Riley DeCrane in net. Bulldogs dressed in the all-maroon kits. Central Arkansas in the all-white. The Bears with Williams, Depperschmidt, Quick, Hare, Webb, Bassett, Sultan, Owuku, Darko, Ricks, and Schwartz on the pitch to start this match. A little physical here early on, the first couple of minutes.
This is a dangerous spot to have a free kick from.
Taking the free kick, number 12, Gracie Hare. First set piece opportunity for either team, and it comes in the first 5 minutes.
Oh, she left that one a little bit short. We were able to get a good clearance out of it.
So the Bulldogs passed their first defensive test of the match. Krista, you mentioned in the open, Central Arkansas riding some momentum, a couple of 2-0 victories in their last 2 matches, and really the final score does not begin to describe just how dominant they were in those 2 victories. Big margins and shots on goal, etc. They certainly come in feeling confident about their chances here playing the Bulldogs out at the SEC.
They have definitely come out matching the intensity of the Bulldogs. Number 2, Williams, has already has gotten behind twice. She's definitely proven to have some speed on her.
Crossing shot, but no one there to try to put it in for the Bulldogs. State trying to find A.K. Ward, I believe, in that sequence, either she or Waldner, and neither one was there. Good defense for Central Arkansas. The first real chance anyone's had so far here in the first 5 minutes.
The first 5 minutes of every game, they're trying to feel each other out, see what each is trying to do, and try to figure the game plan out. I feel like both teams are looking to put a lot of high pressure on the other team.
That certainly has been State's MO here throughout the first 4 matches. Whistle and a stoppage momentarily. Foul called on Central Arkansas.
Bulldogs are throwing a lot of numbers into the box. I know they've been able to get on the scoreboard very early in a couple of the first games.
That certainly has been something they tried to do in all 4 matches, and they've been successful in at least 2 of their matches in getting on the board really early, first 5 or 10 minutes, getting sometimes multiple goals. As you saw the Bulldogs knock it around off the head, a couple of chances there, and then we had a whistle, which I'm not sure what the call was there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd have to probably see it in slow-mo to catch something, to catch what was there.
It results in a goal kick. Mercury is the keeper for Central Arkansas, Lauren Mercury. We'll talk more about the keepers later on as we see our first look at McGillivray, the reigning SEC Freshman of the Week.
Ooh,
shot just missed a little high and off to the right. Giving it a ride that time was Carly Malden.
Yeah, she got a hold of that one. Was looking for the upper corner.
Just glanced off the post.
I think she had the keeper beat with that one.
Another whistle, foul called against Central Arkansas. The Bulldogs with the ball back. Not even 7 minutes in. Couple of shots from Mississippi State. No shots yet from Central Arkansas. A couple of fouls on each side. Nice pass, a little too long though, and a good, nice, aggressive move by the keeper, Mercury. Looked as if A.K. Ward was the one sprinting in there for Mississippi State. And now Central Arkansas will try to attack on the counter. Free kick for the Bears. Couple of free kicks for each side early on, but no corners yet for either team. And that one does not touch anyone and goes straight to the Bulldog keeper, to Crane. From our vantage point, kind of hard to see what Central Arkansas was trying to develop there, but now a turnover, a giveaway, and a chance with numbers for the Bears, but the pass a little too long, and Crane comes out and grabs it.
It was a good look by Williams to try to slot 19 in, but a little too hard and a little too central.
Not a bad idea to look for Awuku Darko. As we mentioned, she's been the catalyst offensively in each of the last 2 matches, both wins for Central Arkansas. Little herky-jerky sequence there. Central Arkansas couldn't quite get a clean possession, and they ended up giving it away. Throw in for Mississippi State.
Ooh, long touch by Robichaux.
Ends up giving it away. The Bulldogs now have done that twice. Counterattack chance for the Bears. They have even numbers. Crossing pass rather, and a header, but it's wide. But a nice pass at that time from Central Arkansas.
Carrasco did a nice job of staying with her man running through the box. Was able to get, I think, a deflection out for a corner, but that could have been on goal. That was a dangerous opportunity for the Bears.
Central Arkansas, first corner of the match for either team. A long corner to the far side of the box. And now I believe we have offsides called. So Central Arkansas unable to get an opportunity off of the corner. It was Kristen Ricks who was handling the corner duties that time for the Bears. Ward right at Mercury, who goes down to the ground to save it. A.K. Ward got a little loose. Ended up booting it right to the keeper, Mercury. Waldner takes.
That's great work back by Waldner, coming back to help out on defense and creating that turnover. Now the Bulldogs are in the attack as well again.
Waldner came in, expected to be the best player on the team, and so far through 4 matches has not disappointed. Ball goes out, last touched by MSU, and UCA takes over.
Carrasco there, number 15, looking to get forward. She's leading the team in minutes as a freshman.
That's remarkable.
I think so. She actually has a number of assists on the season. So from a right back position, she's adding to the attack of the Bulldogs.
And that's a position that The Bulldogs, because they lost some veterans in that spot a year ago, needed someone, a newcomer, either a freshman or a transfer, to step up and fill that role. And Carrasco has done so nicely so far through 4+ matches.
And Zerbel's taken the long trek across the field to show us her flip throw.
Gets a
and
lot.
into the box it goes.
Wow.
So dangerous.
A couple of touches there for both sides, and UCA able to clear it as the Bulldogs maintain possession.
Oh. Both teams seem to be struggling keeping possession. A lot of unforced turnovers. There's the McGillivray.
That was a long shot from McGillivray.
A bit ambitious, but we've seen her hit one. So
McGillivray, one of those other newcomers. The Bulldogs have, I think, a total of 16 newcomers, 14 true freshmen on the roster. That's the most of any club, any team in the Southeastern Conference this season. McGillivray, the reigning SEC Freshman of the Week, foul called, and a Bulldog player takes a tumble. Tonight, after the Northwestern State Texas A&M football game, the SEC Now team will have the complete wrap-up, highlights, analysis, interviews, and everything else. No one covers the SEC like we do. Stream it live also on the ESPN app. The SEC football season getting started tonight. A full slate of weekend games, but tonight Texas A&M and Northwestern State getting things started on the football side of things for the Southeastern Conference. Central Arkansas, an opportunity here perhaps. Just trying to boot one in there and see if anything could happen. Was Hare. She and her teammates not quite on the same page. Almost 15 minutes in, no score yet here in Starkville. Williams leaves it long, crossing pass, headed out of there by the Bulldogs, out to McGillivray. Waldner racing past the defense. Waldner leaves it for Zerbel. Zerbel misses the shot high and off to the left.
yeah, you're gonna.
Zerbel.
That's one she's going to want to wish she would have put on frame. You got to make the keeper make a save from that spot, or cut it back and try to find Waldner back in the box running in.
It looked as if, based on the body language, that's what Waldner wanted. It was the ball to come back to her. I don't think the defense could stay with her in that sequence, and missed opportunity that time for Mississippi State. I mentioned earlier, humid night, but thankfully not quite as hot as it has been earlier in the week here in Starkville. We have some cloud cover. Earlier, a chance of rain, but thankfully no rain so far, so the field is in really good shape. And hopefully the rain clouds stay away for the duration of tonight's match. Central Arkansas on the attack. We've called the name of number 2, Williams, a lot tonight already in the first 15 minutes.
Yeah, she seems to be very strong on the ball. Is able to hold it up and allow her other teammates to get into the attack and help out.
McGillivray one-on-one.
There's some of that 1v1 ability I was talking about. Twists and turns. Oh.
The Bulldogs a chance. Ward could not get a clean boot on it that time. State trying to reset. Offsides is the call. And Christy, from our vantage point, looked as if the Bulldogs had an opportunity right here, and I'm not sure what happened to A.K. Ward.
She didn't get a hold of it, but it looked like it was going to go into the far corner. But thankfully for the Bears, that defender was able to clear it out.
Almost 20 minutes in, no score. 6 shots, though, for MSU, including a couple of shots on goal. Only 1 shot so far for Central Arkansas as Williams takes the ball right into a double team. And then UCA simply kicks it over the line, and it'll be a goal kick coming up for DeCrane and MSU. And that time it looked as if UCA was trying to get the ball to their hottest player currently, Awoku Darko. The State defended it well. So State unable to get that quick goal that's been so key for them. McGillivray, open space, fires one in there. Right on cue. I mentioned
we spotlighted her for a reason, and there she goes, showing us exactly why we did so. What a great finish. Nice first touch, and just found the back of the net. Well struck.
I think here before that frame, what a nice shot. Before that sequence, or right before that shot, I think the youngster was trying to do the right thing in her mind and give the ball to Waldner, and it deflects from Waldner right back to McGillivray. Right place, right time. It worked out really well, and the Bulldogs on top 1-0. 3 straight matches now with at least 1 goal for the freshman McGillivray.
And I think Waldner has also scored. She scored in each of the 4 matches, so she's also hot. And it's to have goal scorers, multiple goal scorers, it's just going to prove to be very positive for the Bulldogs this season.
And everyone knew coming in, everyone who knows anything about Bulldog soccer, as Zerbel throws it in, everyone knows about Waldner and McKee, but to have someone, especially a true freshman like McGillivray, come in and be as productive as she has been offensively has certainly been a welcome gift to Tom and Agnes and the MSU coaching staff.
She's also proven to be an unselfish player as well, so that makes her also very dangerous. Like you said, she was looking to try to find Waldner and ended up coming back, so she's dangerous on both sides, providing assist as well as scoring the goals.
So back to the point I was trying to make before McGillivray's goal. State, not the early goal, but still the first goal. And they have been the first team to score, I believe I'm correct, in
all their matches.
all 5 of their matches this year. Put the pressure on the opposing team. That's one of the things that Tom and Agnes and his staff always try to do. Corner kick coming up now for the Bulldogs. First one tonight.
Got some subs happening.
We'll get all this cleaned up for you momentarily. And Miranda Carrasco will handle the corner. Carrasco, a freshman from Cypress, Texas. Looking for Waldner. Waldner's header, not clean. And Central Arkansas is able to clear it momentarily.
Oh.
Good idea, but offsides clearly that time from MSU. A useful corner here from Carrasco.
good defensive pressure by the Bears to have a man on Waldner, or else that would have been headed towards the goal and could have ended up in the back of the net.
Central Arkansas trying to prevent from falling down, or trying to prevent falling down multiple goals and looking to get an opportunity at the equalizer about halfway through the opening half. 1-0 our score, Bulldogs on top. And you mentioned, Christy, a couple of subs here. We'll try to, for UCA, Jordan Slim came in for Owuku Darko. And for the Bulldogs, Andrea Tyrell came in for Haley Zerbel. Ball goes out. It'll stay with Mississippi State. So Slim on the pitch for the Bears. Tyrell on the pitch for the Bulldogs, also for the Bears. Schwartz came off the pitch, and coming onto the field, Savannah Tidd.
And Waldner just won another corner for the Bulldogs, so we'll look to see if they can get on the end of this one.
Carrasco handles the corner right in front of the net. Dangerous position that time for Mercury, and the ball harmlessly gets deflected over the touchline. There's a lot of traffic there. McGillivray was in there. I couldn't see who touched it.
I think McGillivray might have gotten something on it, but I think she might have impeded the movement of the goalkeeper.
A lot of action down here to our left. The attacking third for Mississippi State has been where much of the action in the first half has taken place, especially in the last 5 to 10 minutes.
Yes, I think they've calmed down and started possessing a little bit better, and are now proving to be very dangerous.
McGillivray trying to create some space one-on-one. Got past her defender initially before losing possession.
But won the Bulldogs the corner, so.
Third corner kick of the last 3 minutes now for Mississippi State. 3 corners, make it 4 corners to 2 in favor of the Bulldogs. High, long corner headed left of the post and of the net, and cleared by Central Arkansas.
That's Williams. She's proven to be active on both sides of the field.
And Central Arkansas has defended set pieces well here in the first half, I think. Throw in handled by Robichaux, the veteran. Courtney Robichaux, senior from Mandeville, Louisiana. Again, Robichaux on the throw in. About 20 minutes to go, first half. McGillivray won that battle. Some ping pong going on out there as the two teams try to jockey for a position.
Oh, what a run in. And
what
a nice
pass.
finish.
Wow.
And Carrasco again with an assist from the back line, playing a beautiful, beautiful ball in for Waldner, who just timed her run in perfectly and got on the end of that one.
Christy, I don't think you can draw this up any better. Right off the head.
No, that wasn't Waldner. That was Malden, the holding mid. What a great run. What a great finish.
The Bulldogs execute that almost to perfection. The long pass. And Malden right outside the box with the finish. 2-0, Mississippi State in control here in the first half. Nice crowd here on hand on this Thursday night. Clouds moving in. We'll keep an eye on that as the match progresses. That last strike from MSU seemingly came out of nowhere. Caught me by surprise. May have caught the defense also by surprise.
I think it also caught Central Arkansas by surprise as well.
The Bulldogs have been very much on the attack.
When you have a holding mid that's making that run into the 18-yard box, a lot of defenders tend to look around and wonder who's got her.
And what a beautiful touch from Carrasco on the pass. There you see a shot of Davis Wade Stadium at Scott Field, the home of the Bulldog football team. They'll be in action on Saturday evening to kick off their 2018 season, and the Joe Moorhead era will take on Stephen F. Austin. Lots of football activity throughout the SEC on opening football weekend here on this Labor Day weekend. Nice move in the open field. Carrasco again. Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 Central, SEC Nation. Speaking of football, they'll be in Uptown Charlotte for the big Tennessee-West Virginia college football game. Laura, Marcus, Paul, Tim, and Lauren break down everything from the gridiron to the grill. That's the SEC Nation presented by AT&T right here on the SEC Network and streaming live on the ESPN app. Coming up Saturday morning. I know folks are excited for Southeastern Conference football, college football in general, to get started in full force this weekend. Central Arkansas desperately trying to maintain defensive position. They are right in the middle of a Bulldog onslaught right now, Christie. State has been dominant the past 10 minutes.
They just can't get out of their own half right now. They're doing everything they can, but the high pressure that the Bulldogs are able to put on is just proving to be too much for them this first half.
17 minutes left first half. Central Arkansas goal kick. There you see number 9, Brooke McKee, coming off the pitch. So a sub for MSU, a couple of subs as well for Central Arkansas. For the Bulldogs, McKee leaves and Gabriella Coleman comes on. For the Bears, Wetland comes on and Depperschmidt will get a breather. So both teams subbing liberally here the past five or so minutes. Physical collision, no whistle, then a long kick, and nothing MSU could do with that one. Goal kick coming up for Central Arkansas. And that was Coleman. Her first action, and maybe the adrenaline flowing a little too hard as she kicked that one over everyone's head. Bulldogs again on the attack, and couldn't tell if that was supposed to be a pass or a shot. Either way, I don't think that's what the coaching staff wanted out of that situation exactly if you're Tom and Agnist.
Yeah, you definitely want someone that's looking to get in line, pick their head up, and find somebody in the box. And they have such dangerous players in there with Waldner, McGillivary, and now Coleman. I think last home game she subbed on and got 2 goals. Were both of them headers?
Yes.
They were
beautiful.
I mean, she has proven to be a dangerous player as well, and I know she has pace on her.
You're right, Coleman was the spark plug that broke open that match that the Bulldogs had to kick off their season here at home 2 weeks ago. That last long ball, by the way, came off the foot of Blanchard, who just came on the pitch, replacing Olivia Hernandez.
Let's see what Carrasco does with this one. This could be a dangerous set piece for the Bears.
Waldner,
Yep.
the header, and a nice save by Mercury. That's exactly what MSU wanted. That time Mercury was ready for it. Carrasco's been on point so far tonight with those passes and the set pieces especially.
And Waldner was definitely able to get some space between her and her defender, which the Bears are definitely going to watch. They're going to want to stay tight to everybody, especially on set pieces, because Mississippi State has proven to be dangerous in a lot of their games.
Central Arkansas now finally with an opportunity in their attacking half or third. A very short-lived opportunity as they turn it over rather quickly. You get the feeling if you're Central Arkansas, you have to sort of survive this sequence and then regroup and try to make some changes.
Yeah, they looked a little bit dangerous in the first 10 minutes of the game until Mississippi State was able to settle it down. But yeah, the last 20, 25 minutes has been all Mississippi State.
The Bulldogs have it yet again. Malden's pass deflected. Waldner. To Blanchard. To Tyrell. And now for a reset back to Robichaux.
You could see there how Robichaux found Galceron there and then looked to immediately fly forward. When you're able to attack from all different, from outside back, from the center back position, you just put the other team on their heels for much of the game.
Yeah, I was calling her Blanchard, but you're right. That's Laura Galceron, who's out there on the pitch. First action for her tonight for Mississippi State. Galceron, one of those freshmen. International player from Barcelona, Spain. Got a whistle, a foul called on Williams of Central Arkansas. We saw...
Malden did a great job of clearing that ball out prior to the foul. She's getting it done on both ends with her head.
Much like last year when she led the team in minutes played and was a bit of an unheralded star last year. Did not fill the stat sheet, but played a ton of minutes in every single match. And then there you saw a nice little sequence there offensively and some physical play from McGillivray.
Yeah, she's working hard. I think she had 2 people on her that time. She was able to beat the first one, but the second one.
Just over 10 to play first half. Waldner, McGillivray. There's Galceron.
That's great work by Galceron.
Leaves it for Waldner.
Oh, she tried to find her back.
An errant pass from Waldner. Had the right idea, but
Galceron just couldn't get on the end of that one.
counterattack opportunity now for Central Arkansas, who needs something good to happen in the last 10 minutes of this first half. Good defense, that sequence. for the Bulldogs. Physical play, whistle is blown. Foul called on Central Arkansas.
Mississippi State with a quick restart. She's got a lot of grass in front of her.
Open space, long ball. Waldner first touch and a soft touch and right to a diving Mercury for the save.
Another great ball by Carrasco. She is really finding our forwards in some dangerous places.
And Waldner was definitely in the right place. Just couldn't finish. Now here come the Bears. Don't quite have numbers. Deflection. It was a hard deflection too. Malbranch got in there. Under 9 to play now, first half, 2-0 is our score. Bulldogs on top of the Bears here at the MSU soccer field in Starkville. All the numbers right now from the first half heavily in favor of Mississippi State as Tyrell leaves the pitch for the Bulldogs and Henry comes on. Megan Henry, freshman from Arlington, Texas, now on the field for the Bulldogs, who are trying to add to a 2-goal advantage. And there's Malden again.
She does a great job breaking up that attack. Oh.
Tyrell shows off a nifty move.
Yes, she did. And she's still got it going forward. Looks to find Coleman.
Coleman, though, cannot beat her defender. Nice job. The last line of defense. Nice play by Sultan of Central Arkansas. But it does result in a corner kick. The Bulldogs, by my count, now have 5 corners in the match in the first half. Both teams will now use a couple of subs. More than a couple. McGillivray leaves for MSU. We'll get all the official subs for you here momentarily. Meanwhile, corner kick for MSU, and it sails behind the net. Gets stuck on top of the net, so no chance there. So Morgan Rollo on for UCA. So is Haley Holtz. Manigo is on the pitch for the Bulldogs. Also Savannah Tidd and Morgan Hurd on the pitch for Central Arkansas. The Bears have just about taken their entire starting lineup almost off and put in subs here in the final 6 minutes plus of the first half. UCA trying to get some fresh legs out there. They have not looked to be quite as quick to the ball in this first half as the Bulldogs. Coleman wins that one-on-one battle. Was waiting for her teammates and no one really got in position that time, and the defense got the deflection. Extinguishes that chance. Friday at 9 Eastern, 8 Central, the Texas A&M Aggies play host to the Oklahoma Sooners in soccer action. It's SEC Soccer right here on the SEC Network. Tomorrow night, it's also streaming live on the ESPN app. That should be a good one. A renewal of an old Big 12 rivalry. 8th ranked A&M and the Sooners of Oklahoma. Under 5 to go now, first half. First half controlled by Mississippi State. They lead 2-0 over the Central Arkansas Bears. Central Arkansas trying to create some space and get on the attack. DeCrane comes out, deflects it, but cannot cleanly grab it. It deflects out to one of her teammates, though. That was a dangerous, potentially dangerous sequence right there. DeCrane came out aggressively, but could not get her gloves cleanly on the ball.
Yes, that could have ended up badly. She definitely dropped it into a very dangerous part of the box. I think Megan Henry, number 17, was there to clear it out and get it out of the dangerous position.
Central Arkansas trying to create some turnovers, it would appear, by extending their defense and bringing everyone up.
The subs have definitely brought some more energy to this game. They swarmed the Mississippi State Bulldog when they had the ball and caused that turnover that led to that shot that DeCrane wasn't able to get a good punch on.
Coleman right back to Robichaux. Leaves it down the left side for Henry, who's unable to keep possession. Under 3 to go first half. Goal kick now for Mercury. Long ball that goes right in between a couple of players from both teams.
Yeah, Farrington Bentel was almost on the end of that, streaking into the box. And Coleman could be, she was in the right spot. Could have been very dangerous right there.
Even with the post that time, and that will result in a corner kick for Mississippi State. At least their 5th of the half. We mentioned coming in, Central Arkansas 2-0 victories in their last 2 matches before this one tonight in Starkville, but things have not gone their way here in the first half against the Bulldogs. Nothing there immediately off the corner. And that pass goes behind the net. So they're going to say their last touch by Central Arkansas. So another corner kick.
And Carrasco's off to the corner to take yet another one.
So danger zone for Central Arkansas as Carrasco gets ready to fire one in there. She has been deadly in these situations tonight for the Bulldogs. That time UCA able to get a head on it and clear it. And Henry just punches one through, but no one's there but the keeper, Mercury, for a pretty easy save. Under a minute to go first half. The Bulldogs have won their first 4 matches of the year. They have shut out their opponents in 3 of those matches, and so far tonight it's same song, second verse, or 5th verse, I guess, to be exact. DeCrane not in a hurry with the seconds ticking off here in the first half. Under 10 seconds, Central Arkansas clears it, and that should run out the first half, and it does. A first half, Christy, early on, both teams got after it, and after about 10 minutes, it appeared as if MSU went into another gear, and the Bears couldn't quite keep up.
I think the Bulldogs were able to settle down a little bit, get the ball on the ground, find each other, and then some of the services into the box just proved to be too much for Central Arkansas.
So at halftime, 2-0, Bulldogs on top of the Bears. It's halftime. We'll come back in a few minutes with a look back at the first half and look around the rest of the SEC as we go to halftime here in Starkville.
Welcome, guys.
Hi.
You are going to love the neighborhood. It's totally wired for